Hi everyone, my name is Eddie Creasy and this is Crypto Busters Show. What is Crypto Busters? That's a YouTube show where blockchain startups get tens of thousands of dollars in prizes and can get promotion, business opportunities, and so on and so forth. Today, we have an expert. His name is Ali, and he will give his expert opinion about all of the blockchain startups. There are 3 of them that we have today on the show. Ali, please quickly introduce yourself.
Thanks so much for having me on the show. My name is Ali Medavji. I'm the managing partner of Blockchain Founders Fund. We've got portfolio companies across 5 continents and have been in the blockchain space for a long time looking at leading startups. We also run a venture builder where we help scale early stage companies and a consulting arm that works with organizations like the United Nations on using technologies like blockchain to help alleviate poverty. So that's a little bit about me, but I'm excited to check out the companies and see what they're doing.
Absolutely, we have 3 really interesting projects today to discuss with you. Let's go into their videos.
CONFLUX is a mining-based public blockchain project providing thousands of transactions per second and normally less than 30 seconds confirmation latency.
I mean, from my point of view, this project, right, it's COINFLUX, it's funded by Sequoia Capital China, right? And they raised like around 35 million and they are sending us a video from a software engineer reading from the paper. So yeah, that's what we can see right from the beginning, and this is not the right way. So come on, you have 35 million. You have a marketing and PR team. So guys, if you send videos, please be much more prepared. Let's call it this way. Okay, let's go.
It was started as a research project by Professor Long from the University of Toronto and Turing Award recipient Professor Andrew Yang.
Okay, Ali, frankly, I guess this video is not that much representative. So if you have something to comment, I guess that would be more valuable. So what do you think about the project itself? What's it about, the pros and cons, quickly?
So yeah, I mean, touching on your point, I think it doesn't instill too much confidence if, whoever's, out publicly, needs to read from a piece of paper and doesn't know his own company when they should be working on that day in and day out. So that doesn't instill a lot of confidence to an investor or someone interested in the company to be able to use their product. They also did raise money, I wanted to add, over almost a year ago. It was end of 2018. And so looking at that, it's not too clear how they're doing in terms of their timeline to their mainnet launch. On their website, it does say that it's planned for Q4 of 2019, but there's not a ton of information on if they're still on track, how is that going? So that's something that a lot more clarity would be valuable for. I mean, they do claim to be this advanced blockchain, which would be fantastic if they can do the things that they're saying. However, there's not a ton of indicators yet because it's still so early. I did see a really interesting academic white paper on their website, which was also on the Cornell website. And so that does show that they have some academic rigor, which provides some confidence, ideally from leading, academics. I also did see one of their chief scientists, his background is from Tsinghua University, which is the top university in China, also my alma mater. And so it is a top leading institution that also provides some confidence there.
So they're pretty strong, right? In the back. Yeah. In the back, they're very strong. And it's so ridiculous of seeing such a video presenting such a well-backed project. Anyway, let's hear your conclusion finally.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things, if you're a company, tech solutions don't win everything. I mean, everyone in the blockchain space knows it's about pairing technology with a proper business plan and actual go-to-market strategy, right? And you just don't see that. Like, you look at their website, you look at their LinkedIns, you don't get that image that they have the ability to take this to market, even if they can deliver on the technical promises that they've made. And so with that, I mean, I would be a bit concerned about how they're progressing. at least in the public eye, and would need to change quite a lot of things to be able to instill more confidence to the public, to potential investors, and even developers who would be interested in using this product. I didn't see much happening in developer communities around this.
Thanks, Ali. And I would just add that in terms of the team, right? So, I mean, I would definitely, from the investor perspective, I would take a look at how the team manages their marketing, because they are sending a video, they want to participate at BlockShow, they want to get a prize, and that's not appropriate. But at the same time, my personal view, the project is really well backed. So let's see. But for now, it's for this show, for Crypto Busters, the presentation and the pitch is pretty weak and sick. Guys, remember, if you send a pitch, it should be well prepared. Okay, let's go next.
Hello, my name is Laurent Denis. I'm the co-founder and CEO of CHAINSTACK.
This video is much better. It's probably made in the office.
A lot of people have been talking about decentralized ledger technology as a revolution. What CHAINSTACK does is basically helping the enterprise to take advantage of this revolution.
At least if you're sending a video, the sound should be better. This guy's raised 1 million. So come on, guy, CHAINSTACK, please buy a mic. That's it.
CHAINSTACK is a global blockchain and cloud-agnostic platform as a service, providing tools and services so that you can actually build, deploy, manage, and scale decentralized network.
I guess, yeah, so in general, it's a little bit long, so it's for 1 minute, so I guess we got it, right? From the pitch perspective, it's not attractive, but from the business perspective, Ali, from the team perspective, what's your turn? Well, what's your opinion?
Yeah, so I mean, of course, it is backed. It was a spinoff of Acronis, raised $1 million, so there's definitely some sort of validation there that's interesting. And it is fascinating what they claim on the website. I mean, they do say they're able to basically move the entire process for local test environments to 10 minutes from a few hours to a few days from the setup perspective. That's exciting. I didn't actually see that much in the pitch, or that excitement, or even that sort of selling point.
And, he should be excited about that.
Be able to sell more. Exactly.
This guy should be excited. He should be shouting that out.
Exactly. And what I saw on their website that I really liked was they had 3 pricing tiers. It was very clear on how they organize it. Again, I didn't see that in the pitch, but that's pretty exciting. The way it's structured does look pretty good. It starts anywhere from $0 to $990, depending on per month, depending on the tier that you're in. One of the concerns is from a public chain perspective, it seems like they're only supporting Ethereum. Well, I think that's fine because most, the vast majority of developers still are on public chains, are still on Ethereum. There are a lot of developer communities growing on other chains, and I don't have any sort of information that I could find on when those other ones might get supported, or at least maybe their full stance on that. So that's a part that's pretty key, and I couldn't find much on how much traction this is getting in developer communities. And this is something that, for it to really get adopted and to succeed as a business, every single developer that's building on blockchain, private or public, needs to know what they're doing to be able to have the opportunity or the ability to use their solution. And I haven't been able to see much on that. Not much presence, looking up their presence on LinkedIn, social media. So
from the marketing and community perspective, right, it's not that good for now.
Exactly. And it needs to be targeted, right? Like, it needs to be targeted to the developer communities that would use the product, and I didn't see much on that. So definitely some challenges there where they do need to make their target audience much more aware of their solution if they're going to be able to sell this and actually gain some sort of critical mass for their solution.
I guess we'll put the conclusions after. For now, let's go to the third project for today.
Good evening. I'm Rigank, one of the co-founders of Merkel Science. We provide a risk monitoring solution.
Okay, again, I guess it's just shoot it on the mobile phone. At least you can put it.
You can see it shaking.
Yeah, it's shaking. You can just put it, switch on, and it won't be at least shaking. Because I know Merkel Science. I know that they have really, I mean, just from my experience, right? I know these guys, they have some experience in the past, they're good entrepreneurs. But the videos like that should not come to us. They should not come to our experts, they should not come to the hands of crypto busters. So please, if you have a great project, if you have a good team, at least put some time of yours into marketing, send a good video. I will continue telling that all the time. So, okay, let's watch that.
For crypto companies, financial institutions, and law enforcement to detect and prevent illegal use of cryptocurrencies. We're funded by Digital Currency Group, Kinetic Capital, Golden Gate Ventures, and SG Innovate and Entrepreneur First.
Yes. So
let's stop it. Like, because it doesn't really catch attention, but it has good back, right? They said Digital Currency Group, Kinetic Capital, and they raised like funding like 800K already. So from that point of view, that's cool. What do you think about their business and about like actual project?
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, quickly on the pitch. I mean, when you get up on that stage, or you're making a pitch, you need to be telling us about your business, right? What are you doing? And it just seems like most of that pitch was about the companies that are backed them. It's okay to quickly mention them, but we need to know your solution and how it's going to differentiate and why there's value and who's going to use it, etc. Right? And that wasn't really there and not in an effective way.
True.
They do have pretty big backing, so it is exciting to watch, except when I did look at some of their presence online, trying to understand what are their executives doing, how dedicated are they to the project, what is that team structure looking like. I mean, I saw 6 employees on LinkedIn. They did not seem active there. They weren't active on Twitter, which could be okay if they're heads down working on their product. And when I went to their website, they hadn't launched their product yet. So hopefully they're working, 120% on launching that. You can request early access to their product, but what was odd was they just had a lot of things missing on their website. They don't mention anything about pricing, nothing about launch date. They don't actually mention their team on their website. And this is odd because anyone that comes to their website interested in their solution won't really find any of the information that they're looking for. So if you put yourself in the shoes of the customer, all of that is missing. They also had random blank space on their website. I'm not sure why. So clearly there's a lack of attention to detail there.
When they were launched?
Although they have not launched yet.
Or at least, okay.
But they do have, some of their executives do have good experience. I saw one of their CTOs is ex-PayPal, similar to me. So we know that there's some good brands associated to it. I did have some concerns on some of their team though, like head of BD seemed to have another couple jobs, one as the director of partnerships at the Institute of Blockchain, and he was also a consultant at Culturally. So he didn't seem to be focused on BD of Merkel Science, which is definitely an issue. And it is a pretty small team. So I'm not sure, but it seemed like quite a bit was missing in terms of their go-to-market plans. And that's something that's pretty key for a successful business.
To conclude it, we have watched 3 pitches, 3 projects, right? And guys, so all 3 blockchain projects, they're really, I guess, lacking some kind of, I don't know, seriousness maybe in what they're doing. I mean, like, all of them either didn't send us a good video, they have maybe some problems with the presentation on their website and all of that things. So it's still, I guess it's a problem with the whole community and with all of the blockchain startups, right? The level of the startups is still, they're very young. I guess still the entrepreneurs themselves, when you talk to them, and I know many of them, they're pretty good, right? They are solid, they know what they're talking about, but the way they present it is really sick.
No, and to add on to that, right? It's not even just about the presentation, right? It's about the branding and how you come across to your customer, right? If you're CHAINSTACK and you're focused on enterprise as a big component, I mean, you need to have a very professional image. Same with Merkel Science and the type of customer that they would have. So, you do need to raise the bar to actually be able to make sales to your target customers and have that professional image.
Absolutely, especially if they know that, so one of their aims is to get funding, to come, for example, to BlockShow conference, right? To pitch it to investors, startups, not startups, but to partners and customers, right? And how you can do that if you do videos like that, or if your website is seeking some information or whatever. I mean, like, anyway, if the project is great, the team is working hard, if you go online, if you already start to present your project, please spend time on that. All of you have funding, all of you have teams. Come on, I mean, spend some time, please. So anyway, we have 3 projects, and to the best one, we give out real good prizes, whether it's a booth or something worth of a sponsorship at BlockShow, or pitch in front of the investors like Ali and other funds. What's your turn, Ali? Because my opinion is that it's for today, it's CHAINSTACK.
Yeah, I mean, after looking at everything, I would agree with that. I mean, CHAINSTACK has a strong team. You know, despite the video, which could have been better, they have a very clear product offering and ability to go to market, and already seems like getting a little bit of traction to their target customers. So they are actually the furthest ahead from a go-to-market, but there's still a lot of work for them to do in terms of getting awareness and, you know, really digging deeper into the developer communities for them to be able to sell their product effectively and make a big dent in the blockchain space globally.
Yeah, so let's do this way. We give a startup corner in the exhibition hall of BlockShow to CHAINSTACK. Congrats with that. You will have an opportunity to present your project to thousands of people. As an organizer, I can't give out a pitch in front of investors yet to you guys. Even your video was the best among these 3, but it should be better. The pitch should be better. So let's do it this way. My proposition is, if they create a new video where we say, okay, that's a pitch that is worth to show to investors of BlockShow, we will give them that opportunity. I guess that would be pretty fair.
That sounds great, and I can't wait to see the next video.
Yeah, and to CONFLUX and Merkel Science, we give the startup tickets to BlockShow. The projects are still good. The teams, as you've said, are good. They just seek some points that we've mentioned, but we would welcome them at BlockShow and would love them to utilize what we give to them, right? And support the startup ecosystem. Yeah, let's wait for the next episode where we have 3 new projects to discuss with our experts, and maybe we will give out some really great prizes, whether it's funding, booths, sponsorship packages, or pitches in front of the investors like Ali and others. Thank you, and bye-bye.